Oh!
Down Nova!
Oh, let's go, Boom Bam!
They went from, like, tournament in 13th to, like, wait, they're top 4.
तो हे गाइस, फोनोसन हेयर, और आज हम बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग मैचेस देखने वाले हैं क्योंकि ये है पबजी मोबाइल ग्लोबल ओपन वर्ल्ड की जो बेस्ट टीम है वो आपस में कम्पीट करने वाली है। तो मैं गारंटी देता हूँ अगर पबजी और बीजीएमआई के आप रियल फैन है तो अगले 20 मिनट आपके लिए बहुत अच्छे होने वाले हैं क्योंकि यहाँ पे नोवा, डीकिया, A7 और बहुत अच्छी अच्छी टीम्स आपको देखने को मिलेंगी और बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग फाइट देखने वाली। रोटेशन से लेके टॉप क्लास से लेके हर चीज़ में मजा आने वाला है। तो ये सारी टीम्स आप स्क्रीन पे देख सकते हैं, ये एक से बढ़कर एक टीम है। A7 तो वर्ल्ड क्लास टीम है, हो सकता है आज भी A7, नोवा, वैम्पायर और बाकी अदर टीम्स का डोमिनेशन देखने को मिल सकता है। जल्दी से आप प्राइस पूल देख सकते हैं, $100,000 है फर्स्ट प्राइस पूल और बाकी आप स्क्रीन पे देख सकते हैं। और पॉइंट टेबल भी वही है जो इंडिया में चल रही है और नए जोन मेटा के हिसाब से चल रहा है अभी। सो यहाँ पे पहले मैच स्टार्ट हो चुका है PMGO ब्राजील का। लेट्स गो। तो जैसे कि हमने प्रीलिम्स में देखा था, इसमें बहुत ज्यादा हॉट ड्रॉप देखने को मिलते हैं। पहली फाइट स्टार्ट हो चुकी है।
Royals of War getting punished here as they already down 2 players, but this is so early. They don't have any loot at all.
जितने भी प्रीलिम्स के मैच देखे उन्हें पता होगा ROW कितना एग्रेसिव खेल रही थी वहाँ पे, लेकिन यहाँ पे स्लो डाउन हो गई है। पीछे से शॉट आते हुए, ओ टोनी किंग नॉक कर दिया। थर्ड पार्टी आ गई है लग रहा है।
That's what I was about to say. I was like, when you have a fight like this, you got to get it finished as soon as possible. And Sandhawk, those third parties are going to come almost instantly. So getting a knock from Vampire is going to be tough. But Reject's going to push on in here. Gold holding it down with that M4.
Nice.
Shut them.
तो यहाँ पे पाइनान पे नोवा और डी किया की फाइट होने वाली है। ओ नॉक आ गया, पैराबॉय ने नॉक निकाल दिया।
Paraboy is going to end up knocking somebody from Dplus. K is going to get knocked as he's catching them there. They were trying to cross. They were trying to revert their rotation that they were doing, and it ends up backfiring as Paraboy is able to spot them. And there we go. Order now knocking them as well.
Hey, speaking of getting warmed up, that's one man you don't want to hot deal. Oh, wow. Order, what a shot. Nova shredding Dplus Kia. No scopes necessary. All iron sights, baby. And that's 3 players down. They might get this last one here if they see him. Yes, he's gonna. And goodbye. Oh, Nova with the squad wipe.
यहाँ पे फाइट हो रही है ROW और वैम्पायर की। लेट्स से कौन निकालता है। ROW ने अभी क्लच किया है।
To make it happen here as Vampire's coming in hot. A beautiful nade on Schweppes puts him down to 1 HP. Whoa, Kolgo doing so much work, but Tonka so far in the back is not going to be able to support his teammate.
आखिरी बंदा बचा है। यहाँ पे NRX की फाइट चल रही है। प्रीलिम्स में ये भी टीम थी। लेट्स सी क्या करती हैं।
None other than next Ruria, yeah, going up against High Fives with the DBS action. What's gonna happen? It's gonna be Monkey going down.
RCB you gotta back away from this fight and you gotta actually start focusing up a little more on this circle because it's just get tougher and tougher
RCB
to get into this circle.
top 2 पे थी।
Yeah, especially in Sandhawk. I mean, this zone moves so quickly, so you definitely want to be as central as possible. If you're playing edge, you're hoping you get that hard shift of the zone straight to you as Death Wolves are just going back and forth. And let's see how this ends up playing out. Actually, they do end up eliminating this team. Oh, no, not yet. Here they go. Here they go. Death Wolves down to 1 player. Gotta be careful. Regnum Karya coming in hot, and that's gonna do it.
JG विराट कोहली जय हो।
Luckily for Death Wolves, I mean they were able to.
तो यहाँ पे जीब्रा मास्टर रोटेशन कर रही है। आगे खड़ी है S2G। Let's go। अब होने वाली इंटरेस्टिंग फाइट। जीब्रा बहुत बढ़िया खेल रही थी प्रीलिम्स में।
Sandhawk here. This is stage 4. A minute on the clock as this thing starts closing down. Here comes the shotgun action. The pop shotty switches that gun, gets the knock. Beautifully done there for Zebra Master, keeping it alive, and that's against none other than S2G. CEO later needs to see you later to that nade right there. Oh, that does tap them up pretty good, and they're gonna start retreating after that one. Razy looking to do something similar here. Oh, another team has driven up.
All the teams are rimming up, and the crazy part too, the knock from Zebra Masters, they weren't even able to confirm it on an elimination. It was actually Team Falcons that ended up stealing it. And now STG is going to be taking on 2 different fights. Regnum Karya, they're going to be able to knock 2 players as Regnum Karya was trying to make that push on them. 1 player still going to be alive. STG looking to finish clearing the players from Zebra Masters, and it's gonna be none other than Coutinho, as he's gonna be the last player standing. Very low HP. He's getting shot from the back. He's getting shot from the front. It is gonna be a tough scenario here for him as he gets grenaded and gets him back to the lobby. And now STG gonna try to focus a little bit more on Regnum Karya, but the off angle from the player of Regnum Karya being able to come up in a big way.
It's just really against them versus S2G here. all the utilities to start getting thrown out. Here come the DBSs as well. That first knock here is going to be critical as S2G with the gatekeep holding strong.
And CO later is going to be able to spot that player. There's
Oh.
Silas. This is going to be a bit of a bittersweet moment there for him, as Silas is going to end up getting knocked by his previous teammate, by his former team, S2G, but there's still one player alive here from Regnum Karya. They could make it even harder for S2G. We haven't even gotten a chance to see
काफी
top,
slow खेली
and
थी
he's already
जब
at 3
preliminary खेली थी।
eliminations. That's how
इतना दिखा
much
रही aggression।
of a team
Falcon
Falcons,
बाहर।
but they end up with the massive 7 eliminations.
Oh, but speaking of massive, here comes Nova with 5
Right,
eliminations to their name, looking to add some more as they're starting to press up against Boom, and they have every single player up. This team is looking just too good at this point, and we'll see how they finish. But Paraboy gets knocked from Boom all the way down.
नोवा के 6 किल है भाई, पैराबॉय के 3 उसके 3 ऑर्डर के। ओ A7 आ गई भाई, ये बहुत तगड़ी टीम है। नोवा रोटेट कर रही है। A7 की नज़र है भाई, A7 की नज़र है, पुश करेगी पक्का लग रहा है। A7 काफ़ी अग्रेसिव खेलती है भाई। नोवा वर्सेस A7 होने वाला है।
This one, as the angles are just going to become easier and easier. You can see there, long skirt being able to almost get knocked, but he's able to just manage some cover.
They can just spread out and shoot at everything in sight. This is the perfect,
net की
match
बारिश।
for Alpha 7 here. They have to win this one, and they're starting to put in work on Nova as they're using that high ground to their advantage. A beautiful nade from Rebel from downtown gets the double knock.
कहाँ से नॉक कर रहे हो?
Like Tom Brady, that was an amazing throw right there by him. And Nova, we're thinking maybe they're going to be able to get away with it. It was just going to be such a tough spot there, especially with the utility that Alpha 7 currently has. They're not going to be able to pick up those players. I think at this point, you might want to try to save some utility and then start focusing on the other players. But they don't know how many players are there. They don't know how many players are knocked. So anything can happen here between this fight too, and another team that has been lurking on the horizon is next year. And look at this madman. Look at this absolute madman as he wants his teammates back. That's gonna be it for those players of Nova, and they do.
कैसे भाई?
Grellin, but then now Carrillo gets knocked. He's got to be careful. They're gonna go.
कहाँ से भाई नेट कर रहे देख रहे हो तुम?
But man, Nova doing everything they can to stay alive.
We'll see if he's gonna be able to find it, because right now Alpha 7 is just looking great. The circle's gonna close in. While Alpha 7 is doing that, guess what Nova's gonna be doing? Nova's just gonna be chilling in the grass, and this might actually end up working out as McGrellin's now making the push. He's gonna be able to spot somebody there from next Ria. He's not gonna be able to knock him, but he's gonna continue to press on those shots. Dream Boy 6 is gonna get knocked there by Alpha 7. Alpha 7 with a great push here and taking care of next Ria and Nova Esports at the same time. This is the Alpha 7 that we want to see. This is the Alpha 7 the Brazilian crowd has been waiting for. Can they actually clutch it up? Can they finish off on this great start, Hot Jukes?
Alpha 7 not even letting up for a second. They know they have the advantage of this circle. They're looking to get it done here as they take out next Ruya. One more player left. And now we'll see Alpha 7 win the first chicken dinner of PMGO Brazil. Let's see how they do it. And it's done. Order is out of there. It's the hometown champs winning it.
So here we go, match number 2.
Now let's see what happens here. As Divine's going to be going up against Boom. Team Reject just not letting up off the gas. Beautiful nade to start things off. Oh, if you got that knock, that would have been huge. But him very separated from his team. Here comes the rest of the squad now. Full committing on Boom. Now it's a 1v1. Who's going to win it?
Sarah behind the car on the low ground. Quick peeks, gets the confirmation on one. Has the pan in hand. He's low tossing some meds out. I mean, I'm talking about mechanics here. He's pressing so many things at once. You don't know his next move, and maybe that's the plan. If you don't know what you're doing, the opponent Jack's looking to pick up 8 points potentially here. If he can win this 1v1, it's a cat and mouse game, and Sarah does get it done. That's that mechanics
कोई फाइट ऐसी है ही नहीं जिसमें मजा ना आए। Phase 3 का सर्कल स्टार्ट हो चुका है।
He's really gonna look to play spoiler, of course, in the blue zone, get some nice shots and get some more, and I think that is stoned out right there. He
got
him.
ROW Vampire.
And, oh man, Rivas, what more can he do? Shreps should get the win on this one. He's behind that tree cover, popping shots back and forth, and they do get the confirmation there.
इस बार कल निकाल पाया यार।
So now
तो यहाँ पे फाइट चल रही है
Dplus
versus A7. Let's see कौन निकालता है इसको।
Let blue zone do the work and start throwing all the nades you have. You can see Alpha 7 saying, "Ugh, I got to get out of here." They start taking off. One of their players does to try to find a different position. It's very risky, but now he leaves the rest of his squad in the dust. As
Okay.
Agrella's going to try to be able to make it to Carrillo safe. Will he be able to get away? No, he doesn't.
Yeah, Deathwolf's looking really good out here. Their positioning, their timing, their
आखिरी
decision
बंदा
making,
बचा हुआ है इसे
all
उनका।
on.
तो यहाँ पे
Need that
S2G
bet on
वैसे
that
आए
wizard tower, and
चल
it's
रही है।
really paying off because that zone has not moved from them.
No, it has not. S2G
Stay
really
still.
holding it down. A lot of crossfire support from the other members of S2G and
Vampire.
Vampire too on top of the hill. Now Vampire maybe realizing S2G is a little bit split up. Moving in from all angles, Tony K up close, and the run over, the distraction from behind. I was gonna say, you can't keep your eyes on just one player for too long, but S2G still hold it down. It is down to Hamzi, and the nade comes in, and that 2-2 is dismantled.
S2G
Working
bahar.
in unison. But Vampire, with only 2 players up, looking to get a reset.
Vampire
IHC will
We're
तो
gonna
यहाँ
have
पे
to be
Deadpool
careful.
सर्कल
If the
के अंदर
zone
रोटेशन
goes
कर रही
north,
है।
though,
Let's see क्या करते
Deathwolves
हैं।
know that they're toast, so you can see them pressing up quickly, gonna go ahead and find this divot, and they get there for free. That is so
पुश कर रही
huge.
है IHC।
Not completely for free. Zio does get the opening, and he's got that nade and DBS in hand. First applying the pressure with the DBS. Once the pressure's applied, Zio will feel comfortable enough with that nade. It's cooking. It's
एक बंदा flank पे
cooking.
चला गया।
Is he gonna cook? He does cook one. No, that's actually Godless from distance. Cooking that one up, and just on, right on time.
Right, DW.
Regnum will take their position up on the hill and look to close this out. It is a 3-way fight now.
Deathwolves are trying to be able to get these nades off, and they can't. Now they are trapped in between Regnum Karya and IHC. A
RCB.
great effort, but this
RCB.
one's going to be so tough. Silas looking to finish them off. He wants all 3 of these eliminations, and they're going
Nice.
to
GG.
Regnum Karya
Bye.
stacking up the points. Here
GG
we
हो
go.
गया।
It's Regnum Karya versus IHC.
RCB निकालेगी गाइस इसको।
3v4 situation. Godless about to get knocked. He really needs to stay alive there if they want a chance. And one player just get run. It's over. And he's driving him off into the distance. It's just all down to Zio and Regnum have this in the bag.
Yes, they do. They've been waiting. And finally,
RCB ने
just
निकाल दिया
punched their
finally.
chicken
Yes.
dinner.
विराट
Just
कोहली,
like
let's go.
that. Regnum Karya
RCB फैन कहीं तो
brought
कुछ हो रहे
13
हैं।
eliminations.
मूव करते हैं मैच नंबर 3 की तरफ।
So, I mean,
तो यहाँ पे फाइट हो गई है स्मोक और आर्स रिजेक्ट की। लेट्स सी कौन निकालता है इसमें। सब पिस्टल फाइट चल रही
Even
है।
if they don't end up on top of this tournament, the experience alone is going to be huge. As we watch Team Reject having to bust out some pistols here against Smoke Gaming, and they're going to go ahead and clean up that first elimination.
पेस्ट।
Yep. Quick point for them once again. Hi-Fi getting a return knock
Nice.
right there in the elimination feed.
IHC are going to move up the mountain because they know that that's the direction that they're going to need to start heading.
Paraboy.
Meanwhile, Paraboy gets ran over by the Deathwolves. Oh, instantly shut down. Here comes Guizao. He's going to have to make it happen here. Oh, the DBS gets the nice shot. Now he's going to have to hit these shots here. Back and forth. Here they go. The peaks are coming in strong. And the Deathwolves taking down Nova.
Wow. Was out right there in a 1v3.
What a shot. 1v3
shutting down
Nova.
the Nova team. That was a huge win for them. If he didn't get that last player, Nova resets back up to 4.
Backside
ये बंदा
clearing
solo
that
push
out
कर रहा है
first, rather
RCB
than
पे।
focusing inwards. Instead,
I
he's
see.
committing a very interesting split. He
Ooh.
does get the knock though onto Wild. 77k. The zone shifts to Everest though, so now IHC they don't gotta go anywhere.
IHC, Zio.
DW भी आ गई पीछे से।
He is one of the champs. So he's going to keep looking forwards, and he picks up another point too for his team.
Now we see some pieced up teams on the edge just trying to be able to secure some points. Meanwhile, you got IHC,
Vampire
big
का बंदा
boys
knock हो
up
गया।
on top. Meanwhile, Vampire and Rules of War going at it right here, back and forth. Colgoat,
तीन बंदे knock।
that's it. That's gonna be all 3 players of Vampire
Ooh.
done for. As Tony K is too far away to get into this one. Maybe they had that idea saying like, oh yeah, 3 players, you guys can take them all on. Tony K is gonna make the drive. He's in a lot of trouble. And I think he's actually onto this position. Yes, he is. He said, I can take this team all by myself. Let's see.
Yeah, Tony K's got to go super aggressive here before the revives can come through. The revive and the heal, that is. Tony K up close with the nade in hand. M4 switching over, but now it's a 3v1, and they're going to swarm him from all sides. A little bit of a third party from distance here, but Tony K will ultimately get taken down. An even fight, just with how hot.
IHC वर्सेस D किया। Let's see कौन जीतेगा।
IHC running straight to the
D किया
teacher
बहुत
to turn
powerful है,
the
लेकिन यहाँ
paper
पे
in without letting
IHC last
Dplus
year की
Kia put
champion
their
है।
name on it. Hearing all that commotion, they say, we'll take advantage of that.
Knock.
And Zio is going to have to try and hold it down. 1v2. Nice knock, though, on a D+ Kia. That's going to help stop him a little bit.
Now forced to kind of hold a 1v2 on the other side. And IHC continue to just be one-man army on every side, every front. I said it earlier, imagine if they had 4 up here, man, they'd be dominating. But even with 3, they're dominating, and Rogue goes down. I think Rogue knew he had to make a hero play with another team flanking them. Doesn't get the opening, and IHC will go down to 2. Dplus even get the revive on the knock earlier. Now IHC will finally be taken apart, and it actually took 2. Oh, no, even Alpha 7 getting a point there onto IHC. So it took 3 different teams to chime in.
Hit markers. They see him now, and whoo, right through the smoke. Once they saw the direction he was running, they're like, oh yeah, we'll take that point.
Circle change हो गया, DK को नीचे आना पड़ेगा.
And with their backs against next Ruya, this could be Alpha 7's game.
Yep, like I'm saying, I think D+ Key is going to get sandwiched here. Mafioso does find another angle with that vehicle. Rebel gets the big knock there. And now, all these shots, you got to know that next Ruya is coming up on top. And here they go behind. Applying that pressure. Z-Wolf, yep, exactly how we thought it was going to play out is happening. And now comes Alpha 7 looking to clean them all up and soak up another chicken dinner.
Another chicken dinner in the making here for Alpha 7. Nades raining in, being hit from all multiple sides. And that is Alpha 7 taking out next Ruya, but there's still one more D+ player. 1v2, it is doable. The positions have been changed. D+ with somewhat of an advantage on the low ground, but the numbers in favor of Alpha 7. Here comes a play. K with the shotgun. He needs to make a count. He needs to make a hit, and he does. 1v1.
1v1. K. Can he do it? Gets the thirst, but he gets shut down. It's another chicken dinner for Alpha 7 in their hometown. And
have Team Liquid
so
Fury.
Let's go to match number 4. ISC versus Nova की fight चल रही है.
Definitely one of the most
Paraboy ने knock निकाला पहला.
As Io gets taken out of his car by none other, of course, the Paraboy, the long-range god, ripping him out of the vehicle. Zio will be able to get revived as some return fire out of the likes of IHC working well, knocking Paraboy in the next circle. I did not see this one coming. 7 hard to the north where there is almost no cover versus that south side that had all the cover in the world. Oh man, I think this is a first for me, seeing the way these circles have shifted.
Yeah, if you hated that earlier circle, you're definitely going to hate this one. As now we're looking at IHC just taking the fight here to Nova Esports. And boy, they are taking good care of them. As now it's only Order being alive there for Nova Esports. Is he going to be able to survive? And at this point, I don't even know. He's more than likely going to end up backing away from this fight and just saying, sorry, guys, I'm not going to be able to pick you up. I'm going to have to let you be, as I want to secure at least some points. They don't want to have to back to back bad games there.
It shouldn't be their biggest concern.
ये मैच भी ऐसा ऑलमोस्ट ले गई है. 4 के 4 बंदे लाइव हैं. RCB के 2 बंदे लाइव हैं.
Going to be just crossfired from Alpha 7 and the likes of Regnum Curry on the north side. So this is an all-out brawl now as the circle is closing in. That's a big knock. That's good for the likes of Rejects. Now Alpha 7 don't have a full 4-man pushing into them, and Rejects will survive with 1. IHC still alive. Godless on the backside. He knows a Rejects member is somewhere in this field. And we're down to 3 teams. Godless jumping up and down, trying to peek over the top of the smoke. Regioso just trying to survive and get that second place. As Alpha 7, well, they're in no rush. They get that reset. They're back up to 4.
They are back up to 4, and they know that Regioso is going to be close by. They know that that player, the last player from IC, is going to be keeping an eye out too. Here we go, Korea with that Groza on hand.
Easy,
a lot of smokes going through Regioso. If he keeps playing like this, he could end up surprising them even more. But the good thing for Alpha 7 is that they've been able to spot him, and he's going to be able to take quick care of him as Korea ends up knocking him. Here we go, Alpha 7 now trying to go for the back-to-back. 3 wins so far today in 4 matches. McGrelin gets knocked by Godless, and here comes the other push.
He could do this.
We're going to have Rebel there in front of them. Here's come the shots. Is he going to be able to clutch up? It was too much. Alpha 7 too much, and they clutch out the back-to-back chicken dinner. Shute, that is 3 so far today.
Start करते हैं match number 5. RCB की fight DW से.
Having just a Mac, and now guess what? Regnum, the team that we're talking about, their consistency, they're currently going to be getting into a fight here with Deathwolves. They're going to be able to knock 1 player, but we are jumping into this fight, and Regnum Karya is already down 1 player. They're going to make sure that they don't lose any more. This player doesn't have any armor, no helmet, nothing to his name, and he's still going to be making the push. Can he time this right? Very close by. Can he push out and actually eliminate that player? He's going to make a jump down, and he's going to keep on chasing. What a madman this guy is.
He's got to be careful. If they find a shotgun, he's going to be in trouble. He has no vest, no helmet at all, but they really want to take out the Death Wolves. Here comes Regnum Karyabra, trying to be able to find some angles here, just doing nothing but suppressive fire, but a nice little knock there from Death Wolves might just shut him down.
Wait.
Now here comes the shotgun, but that Vector, oh, way to get it done. That's gonna help at least stop that fight for a little bit longer. And ooh, that pump shot, he has it, but I don't think he had any ammo.
That's right. He didn't have any ammo for it. And on top of that, he only had 8 bullets there on the Vector that he didn't have. I think he was able to pick up some ammo there for that shotgun, as he's going to be able to knock down some. He's going to be able to convert some of these eliminations. And now he just needs to worry about one player left of Devils. The last one standing, Radaboy. And I think Radaboy wants to be able to just clutch up some more points for his team. Needs to get a better angle here, and he's going to back off.
कैसे रन कर रहा है उसके बाद ना हेलमेट ना वेस्ट थी फिर भी उसने क्लच कर दिया 3 किल निकाल दिया
try to get some placement points for his teams.
Dplus
तो यहाँ पे फाइट चलने वाली है IHC वर्सेस Dplus किया एक बंदा फंस गया उनका
with the submachine gun, which is going to be quite tough. But Rogue, there we go. Now comes the push. Is he going to be able to knock him? He's not going to be able to knock him. Instead, he's going to get finished by Dplus Kia. And you were talking about it. It's not looking good here for IHC. As meanwhile, I wonder if there's any utility here, because if K can throw a grenade Oh no! Somebody was able to actually. IHC was able to knock one of the players too. Demo OG with that M249. The only problem is he doesn't have that much seals after this one. He's gonna start looking for some because it's just gonna make it tougher and tougher. And I think they might just be able to reset right here with that player.
South, they got to get this finished quickly. And here comes Dplus Kia on the charge. 4v2.
Oh, निकाल दिया.
doing a great job of shutting them down, and things are falling apart for Dplus Kia.
What could happen if IHC had all their players alive? That's pretty much what we keep on saying. Well, guess what? They don't need all their players. They just need players to be able to clutch up and start getting eliminations, start getting those points. Because Demo G is able to clutch up Dplus Kia. Even though they had the numbers advantage, even though it was a 4v2, guess what? IHC, with
that's why they are champions,
able to clutch it
from that angle and try to find out S2G. I mean, I'm surprised we're not seeing any kind of utility getting thrown here, and because of that, we see S2G able to finally take out Royals of War. This side is now clear. S2G only got to worry about a couple of angles now.
And with S2G, while this fight was going on, Vampires Esports did end up getting eliminated. So now there's only have to worry about High Fives, which only have one player. Boom, all the players alive. Boom now starting to make a push here towards Smoke. Smoke's going to be able to knock one player. Can he turn around? Can he knock the other one? He's not going to be able to convert that into elimination, but it's going to make it a little bit harder there towards Boom Esports. And that gives just enough time for some of the players from S2G for them to split off and reposition.
They're just trying to get these placement points, not to get any audio cues. He can be a problem here because S2G is battling it out with Boom, and there's trades back and forth between both these squads.
And Boom knows exactly what they need to do. If they get the knock, turn that into elimination point right away. Meanwhile, while this fight's going on between Boom Esports and S2G, guess what? The High Five players are chilling. There you go. He finally gets spotted. One less thing to worry about for Boom. And Boom has the high ground. They're going to be pushing from the bottom. He's going to be able to surprise some players there from S2G. He's going to get the knock. And it's going to come down here to a 1v1.
Oh, let's go Boom Bam.
As Boom Esports Indonesia finally get a chicken dinner, and they start showing up in a big
9 से 4th पे आ गए. GG guys.
Last Miramar of day one.
Number 6.
Yes, sir, indeed.
Blue Zone is ticking in, and finally some util, but it is just a stun. Yeah.
What is
no lethal util.
Man, if he had a the jump shot, no way that worked out. That angle is disgusting, and that's the initial knock that they needed. Here comes the pre-fire. But once again, Dplus Kia starting off so strong in the fight.
They had,
let's see the Boom Bam. Last match में Boom Bam हुआ है. Boom की फाइट भी चल रही है साथ में.
Nextria only have 3 members to work with. Oh,
Snowix. Nice knock there with that S12K.
Boom का बंदा knock हो गया.
Be careful with those windows because, like you mentioned, Boom is coming. Oh,
wait.
Ooh.
Did one of the players from Boom get knocked? Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
Next Ruya are fighting 2 squads at once. That nade from Snowix, though, is going to shut him down. That's going to be 2 eliminations for him. Can he tank Boom now by himself? If he jumps out at 180s, he might catch him.
Yeah.
Arre!
Right into a nade. He just said,
Nice.
nah, I'll eat that.
The pre-nade, but yeah, there was a fourth party.
Boom का boom
Rejects
bounce
was
हो
actually
गया.
taking shots at
Boom
Boom.
number 4 पे
Down
पहुंच
to
गई
just
है.
that one player. I think they might get revived. Now on the northeast, another fight breaking out here. It is Vampire running into the likes of Royals of War. And Vampire Esports here are getting whittled down. That is one player down. Schweppes, I can feel the crowd
AW
cheering
versus
right now.
A7.
Rato boy,
Wait, no.
the last one up, trying to get a thirst.
GG.
Couldn't do it. Great teamwork right there from Mafioso.
To confirm a couple more points. So Boom, I really like seeing what Boom has been doing since the last game and coming into the last match today.
Absolutely. Great awareness, right? Great awareness to take up this position as soon as possible. And I think one of them should loot that box and find that MG3 is sitting pretty right there. They're going to be in a great spot. I mean, what a boost. Imagine, right? Where you saw how, what did they move up? 9 places in that last game? And they could move up even further. I mean, at the end of this game, if they continue on this kind of like roll, we could see them in 2nd place.
Yeah, moving up 9 is wild. So
Wild.
before that, they're what, 13?
That's crazy. That's crazy.
They went from like counted out from the tournament in 13th to like, wait, they're top 4.
Uh-oh.
And another fight breaking out. Zebra Masters against the team of, oh my gosh, it is getting so close. It's down to just a 2v1 situation now. Nades in hand, no, 3v1.
Uh-oh.
So Zebra Masters really on the back foot.
Really on the back foot indeed, but here comes Alpha 7 on the 3rd party. No hesitation. Got caught with a nade in his hand. Zebra Masters making it that much more difficult. Bitin has to be careful. Those nades are coming in back and forth. He tries to get the bounce nade, but the bank is not open. Meanwhile, Alpha 7 just licking their lips saying, we'll take some more eliminations for sure. Thank you very much. Muchos gracias. As here they come. Now just putting in some work onto Regnum Karya.
Yeah, Regnum Karya, the last solo hiding out there in the open, almost next to that shack. I don't think they will spot him out. He's actually,
Wild.
It's actually enclosed from 2 sides, so. Oh, never mind.
You got
Mafioso spots him out. Wild, he's done for.
That was so sick, though, when he got in that passenger seat of that vehicle and then hopped out. I thought we were going to see a play there for a second, but Alpha 7 said, not today. We're going to go ahead and put some big points on the board.
Jeez.
8 eliminations. The crowd's going nuts.
And this is 8 eliminations. Out player on Alpha 7.
Okay, thank you.
Next,
The reason for that smoke at all. I don't get it.
I think he's trying to isolate the tire player, but hold that thought as Rogue going for the 1v2. Quick peeks with the Scar L, gets one already. And just one left. The shotty's coming through, and the shotgun. What's that, the shotgun? That is the DPS. From
Zero
distance.
How is he alive? How is he alive? Nova hanging in there literally by a thread. Meanwhile, Team Rejects need to start pressing the issue here. They need to start putting some work onto the Falcons. Nice knock there on the top. Is going to be huge, and Divine with this angle. Oh, just absolutely shredding the Falcons.
Yeah, that will be the Falcons taking out. Rejects with 4. Yep, with 4 up against the 2 players of Nova. Rejects looking to get their first big dub and to end the day on a very positive note. However, Nova kind of really wants this dub too, because Nova has had a bad day as well.
We talked about it, right? We talked about how bad Nova needed to have a comeback play, and for them to get a top 2 finish is going to be huge. Can they pull off a miracle, though, and do a 2v4 for the chicken dinner? Let's gonna see what happens, though. Reject, so good at aggression. Here comes the pressure, and that's going to be too much for Nova to handle. And it's the Japanese legends coming out with a chicken dinner right when they needed it.
MVP of the day. Alpha 7 first way.
That is gonna be pretty good there.
Nova's 8th पे, IHC 2nd पे.
Every single match and they
Nice.
keep that running.
तो होप गाइस आपको वीडियो पसंद आई होगी. अगर वीडियो पसंद आए तो वीडियो में एक लाइक जरूर करना, और आपको ऐसी हाईलाइट और चाहिए तो नीचे कमेंट करके मुझे जरूर बताना. मिलते हैं गाइस अगली वीडियो में. सी यू इन द नेक्स्ट वीडियो. टिल देन, बाय बाय.